It has begun!
Why are you crying?
It just hurts. It hurts really bad.
I promise it's not that bad. In Schoology, you should see a page that has a picture like this. If you haven't seen that, you can either go to Schoology right now and set up your notebook, or you can pause the video here so you can see the questions that you should have on page 2. Page 2 is going to be the back of the About Me page you did at the first day of school. You have 7 questions to answer while you watch this video. On page 3, which will be to the right of your notes, will be where you will complete your reflection. And your reflection today is just one simple activity based on the information that you listen to in the video. So when you are putting this in your notebook, and it'll look similar to this, maybe a little neater than mine, I was doing it kind of quick. You can put your questions all the way to the left, and then you have that space. Just number your answer so you know which answer goes with which question. Or if you wish, you may just write complete sentences where you address the question.
Listen well, brother. I'm listening.
So we start off this unit with lesson 1, what is an ecosystem? Our target after this lesson, you should understand that organisms and populations in an ecosystem depend on and may compete for biotic factors such as food and abiotic factors such as quantity of light, water, range of temperatures, or soil composition. All of this could be accomplished by competitions over territory, mates, etc. So let's look at what an ecosystem is. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components of their environment, interacting as a system. These biotic and abiotic components are linked together through nutrient cycles and energy flows. In short, it is all of the living and non-living components of an environment. So the living parts are called organisms. They refer to anything that can react to stimuli, has an organized structure, they reproduce, they grow, and of course, remember 7th grade, you learned all about homeostasis. An organism would therefore be any animal, plant, fungus, protist, bacteria, or archaeon on Earth.
It will be a 7-course banquet of pain! There will be a starter of suffering! A fish course of torment!
Populations consist of all the members of a species of an organism that live in a particular ecosystem. Competition is a relationship between organisms that need the same resources within the same ecosystem. The resources they compete for may be biotic or abiotic. Biotic is going to refer to all living things, hence the prefix bio. For example, organisms such as plants and animals. All living things, autotrophs, heterotrophs, plants, animals, fungi, and bacteria are considered biotic, meaning they were once alive. All food is biotic. All food. You don't eat anything that was never alive. But another biotic thing that organisms compete for may be mates. Mates are alive.
So listen.
Unless you're weird.
I was wondering, can I have your number? Can I have your number?
Abiotic is going to refer to resources that have never been alive. This includes light, soil composition, temperature, water, space, territorial things. So anything that's abiotic has never been living. It's not dead things don't count. It has never been alive.
Today we's learning about rocks. There's all kinds of rocks. These is rocks which you throw. These here is rocks that you get.
Abiotic resources are generally derived from the lithosphere, atmosphere, or hydrosphere.
Why? Why are you hoping we'll come at this? Nothing's going to come at this, Jimmy. Can you see how far back I'm leaning? This is as far back as I can lean. I don't like this moment. I don't like anything about it. No, stop the moment.
So there are two main types of competition. One is interspecific competition, and that is where individuals of different species compete for the same resources in an ecosystem. So here we have lions and hyenas. Opposite of that is intraspecific competition. That is where members of the same species compete for limited resources. This is going to lead to a reduction in fitness for both individuals, but the most fit individual survives and lives to reproduce. So the one that survives and reproduces is going to be the one whose genes are spread on to the next generation. Alright, so that is it for the direct teach or lecture portion of your lesson. You're going to take the information that you have written down and the questions you've answered and use those to complete your reflection. Your reflection simply asks you to list the biotic and abiotic factors in your ecosystem that make it the perfect habitat for you. That's it. So once you're done with that, you are done with today's lesson. Make sure you keep checking Schoology for updates, and we'll see you in the next video.
Oh no! My hands are in the air like I just do not care!